Hi, I'm going to be doing my top 5 film families. So I'm going to start with my number 5 and with my weighting number 1. Number 5 is the Baker family from Troop by the Dozen. I love the Baker family. They're big and there's 12 kids and they're loud and they're crazy and they're out of control sometimes. But I just love this family. They're a close family. When you can see in the beginning of the movie, they're a very close family, and they all get along and all of that. And then they move, and the family kind of not as close as they were, but then they fix it. But it's just so good. I love that family stuff. Next is the Brown family from National Velvet. I love it. I love it. Their family is very close family, and their mom really is kind of like their dad wants to think that he's in charge, but it's their mom, and she's so wise and smart, and she gives the best advice, and she helps her husband like see the other side of things, and her and her husband are great together. Like he tries to be an authority over the family, and she always the one that gets the better of him, and he doesn't mind it at all. He just all right, well, I'm wrong again. Um, it's just great. They're just a great family. It's just so much love and support. Um, so yeah. They're kind of conventional, but yeah, they're just a lot of fun to watch. Next are the Bennetts from Pride and Prejudice. They're kind of dysfunctional, but they work. They do. They're close in their own way, I guess. They sisters get along. Look up Mary kind of gets left out of things, but um, the four sisters are very very close. There's five of them, but again, Mary is not really like that close with them. But especially Jane and Lizzie, they're sisters and they're best friends and everything. So that's it's just they're just the sisters really are what I like about the family, how close they were, and I love Lizzie's relationship with her father. He was just like her best friend, and he was so supportive. And yeah, her mom, she is kind of a mess, but she meant well. She did. She was a very sweet woman. She meant well. And for the time period that was set in, I understand her pressure. I understand the stress that their mom was under for that time period. So I understand where she was coming from. So like she was like evil or mean. She was just kind of like trying to get her daughters married off and being taken care of. That's pretty much what she wanted. So they're not bad. I think that's good. Next are this is Smith family from me in St. Louis. They're also a very close family. Um, they're funny, and again, they're like really non-traditional, unconventional family. They encourage their kids to like be who they are, especially Judy and Angus. They pull pranks and all that, and the family is like they don't really say anything about it. It's just like, well, that's what they want to do, and they kind of make fun of like the Angus and the um, maid. They're like always keep fun of each other, and it's just such a fun home environment. Um, and the dad in his beginning, he's kind of in a bad mood, but he comes around, after a while, and he's very supportive of his kids too, and his wife, and it's just they're really sweet family. I like that. Number 1 are the Marches. I love the March family so much. Oh, the whole March family just was wonderful. Um, their dad is in the army, and their mom is taking care of four daughters, and they're really close with her, and just so sweet. And their mom is so gentle and calm and rational all the time, and he's always listing off their strengths to them, and she's not, again, for the time that it's set in, she doesn't pressure them to get married. She doesn't pressure them to have a like coming out party where they come out to society. She doesn't, that's not what she kind of wants for them. She wants them to be independent and free thinking and educated and strong, and that's really what she wants. She doesn't expect them to marry. She doesn't expect them to have kids. She doesn't expect what other parents at the time would, and they were considered like the black sheep of their neighborhood because of that, because their parents were very unconventional about how they were raising them. They had I forget how it's called, but it's like trial and error kind of thing where they let their kids do what they wanted. And whatever bad thing happened with that was a lesson, and they would teach their kids the lesson from that, and then yeah, so it was kind of just like really the like trial and error thing. Like, let's see if they're right or see if they're wrong. So kind of like that, and I like that. I like that they let them. Uh, she let them experience their own falling, uh, and let them know, like, yeah, you messed up, but it's okay. You're still young, so yeah, give them a lesson at whenever something went wrong. And sometimes they would know that their kids were going into a bad situation, and they would let them do it, and that would teach them something. So it was kind of like life lessons, and I like that. But I just love her so much. She is just uh, like I said, this movie is. I mean, you watch this movie. This was made in, I think, 95. I think 94. And you watch it and you're like, okay, well, they're trying to make it like the cool modern movie, but you realize this book was written like years and years and years ago, before the Goodwitch people was even a thing, and this is how Louisa was raised. So they were way ahead of their time. The Alcotts, which the March family is based on, the Alcotts were way beyond their time, and I just love it. I just think that they was such a great story that Louisa wrote, and to show a different kind of family for that time period and for that generation that she lived in, and I just love it. So the March family is always number one. Just always gonna be number one for. But that is all. Goodbye.